Love has a way of exposing truths we rarely speak out loud. And the deeper you look into it, the more you realize that the heart doesn't follow logic. It follows patterns. So let's walk through some powerful psychological realities about love, ones that shape the way we feel, act, connect, and sometimes lose ourselves in the process. The first truth is simple, yet strangely universal. When you're drawn to someone, it becomes almost impossible to deceive them convincingly. Something in your voice, your eyes, your energy gives you away long before your words do. And despite what many believe, distance alone doesn't destroy a bond. Real affection doesn't require daily presence. It survives through trust, patience, and emotional connection, not constant visibility. Love even influences the body in surprising ways. Research has found that being deeply in love can ease the frequency of headaches, soothing the mind in ways medicine sometimes can't. There's a deeper principle too. Never give your heart where trust can't exist. Never resent what you were never meant to have. Never promise what you refuse to show. And never judge someone when you don't understand the story behind their choices. Something else happens quietly inside us. When you discover that someone has feelings for you, a small part of you warms toward them too, even if you never saw them that way before. It's a natural human response to being valued. And whether we like it or not, many people gravitate toward partners who resemble their parents in behavior or personality. Familiarity often feels like safety. Flirting, as lighthearted as it seems, can lift loneliness and soothe emotional stress more effectively than people admit. And here's an ironic twist. The ones who offer the strongest relationship advice are often those who aren't in relationships themselves. Distance gives them perspective. Heartbreak, however, isn't just emotional. Intense loss, breakups, or deep separation can cause real physical pain in the chest, a condition doctors actually recognize as stress-induced heart strain. A happy heart, on the other hand, supports a healthier life. There's also a beautiful phenomenon in love. When two people who truly care for each other lock eyes, their heartbeats tend to fall into sync, as if the body is trying to bridge the emotional distance. And when someone stays on your mind all day, it's often because they were thinking of you first, with the obvious exceptions like public figures or distant admirations. Men, surprisingly to some, are more likely to fall first, and often say, "I love you" earlier in a relationship. Love, however, is not the same as desire. Passion fades. Lust is temporary. Love is built from something deeper. When someone tries to impress you, it usually means they've already been impressed by something about you. Confidence matters too, especially in the first meeting. A large number of men admit they struggle with confidence when approaching someone they find attractive. Interestingly, partners who are extremely alike often face more challenges. Too much similarity can weaken long-term romantic stability. And strangely enough, people are more likely to develop feelings during thrilling or risky experiences than during calm, predictable moments. Emotion heightens attraction. If you stop talking to someone you love for too long, even just a couple of days, it can create a feeling similar to homesickness. Despite stereotypes, men feel the emotional crash of a breakup deeply, often more than they allow anyone to see. There's a unique dynamic too. Talkative women and quieter men often create unexpectedly harmonious relationships. And eye contact remains one of the most powerful tools in attraction. A simple gaze can say everything words can't. We never truly understand how much someone means to us until we're forced to imagine life without them. Loss reveals love with painful clarity. And when someone genuinely cares, their hugs last longer, because they're holding more than just your body. They're holding emotion. The more attractive someone appears to you, the harder it becomes to hide your truth from them. Attraction naturally strips away defenses, and if a person truly wants to see you, they'll make time. Excuses disappear when interest is real. Someone who deeply cares won't abandon you when things get difficult. Love doesn't retreat from struggle. It grows through it. When a man likes someone, he tends to meet her eyes. When a woman likes someone, she often looks away out of shyness or emotional intensity. Kissing transfers millions, sometimes billions, of microscopic organisms between two people. It sounds unromantic, but it's part of human bonding. If you help someone appreciate their own worth, you quietly open the door for them to feel something deeper for you. Ignoring the person you like often backfires. Your feelings intensify the more you try to suppress them. People who are emotionally ready for love seek it more openly than those who fear commitment. Love blinds us to imperfections. No matter what others say, the person you cherish looks perfect in your eyes. Long-distance couples often stay strong not despite the distance, but because they communicate deeply and idealize each other more positively. Psychologists say falling in love at first sight can happen in just 2 to 4 minutes. That's all it takes for a powerful first impression. The more you talk about someone, the more your feelings deepen. Your words make your emotions real. The longer you hide your feelings, the stronger they grow. Silence amplifies emotion. Thinking about someone you love can spark creativity. Love expands the mind, inspiring new ideas and broader thinking. And when love is genuine, factors like age, height, weight, and distance fade into insignificance. Healthy relationships aren't built on showy gestures. They're built on the quiet comfort of simply being with the person who brings you joy. Real relationships are grounded in honesty. No filters, no secrets, no lies. Once you fall deeply in love, returning to just friends becomes almost impossible. Looking into a stranger's eyes repeatedly can create emotional closeness, even attraction. Though men often approach first, when a woman takes that step, her affection tends to run deep and true. When you're single, happy couples seem to be everywhere. When you're taken, happy singles suddenly stand out. It's human nature to see what you feel lacking. Love often begins with physical attraction, but grows far beyond it. A healthy relationship never demands the sacrifice of your dreams, your friendships, or your dignity. Intense romantic love can mimic the chemical patterns of obsessive-compulsive disorder. The brain becomes laser-focused on one person. Love and affection release hormones that help wounds heal faster, reducing stress and boosting recovery. We also tend to favor people who resemble ourselves in subtle ways. If a partner pulls away, stops spending time, loses interest, or starts unnecessary conflict, it may signal that the relationship is nearing its end. Sometimes the only way to solve a problem is to stop giving it emotional power. Love can wait years, even decades, for the right moment. Some hearts stay devoted far longer than anyone expects. When you have a crush, flaws become invisible, overshadowed by admiration. Holding hands with someone you love can reduce pain, fear, and stress. Your nervous system softens in their presence. And in the end, never lie to someone who trusts you, and never place your trust in someone who lies. Because love thrives in honesty and collapses without it.